February already? Hi again, it's Jim Hamill, host of Pocono Mountains Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 35. With so much to do in winter here in the Poconos, we are blessed to have some great enclaves of art all across the region. Our historic downtowns have galleries and artist studios, public art galore. And in part of Wayne County, there's an entire factory dedicated to it. Well, it doesn't necessarily manufacture art, but the Art Factory is a one-stop shop for more than 1,000 pieces of art from dozens of artists, many of them from right here in the Poconos. We'll meet the owners of the Art Factory of White Mills, featured on the upcoming Pocono Mountains magazine for February, in just a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions, and with 2,400 square miles of forests, mountains, lakes, and rivers, with historic downtowns and iconic family resorts, it's the perfect getaway. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week, highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe to Pocono Mountains Podcast and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen. Now, back to the episode. Jerry and Cindy are just about the cutest duo you'll meet while exploring all that the Poconos has, especially right along Route 6, the historic byway that stretches across Pennsylvania and right through Honesdale and Hawley. White Mills is smack dab in between the two, and so is the Art Factory of, you guessed it, White Mills. Here's an extended chat with Cindy and Jerry Davis. Enjoy. Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill here, host of Pocono Mountains Podcast. In White Mills in Wayne County, this historic community has a lot of cool, interesting properties around, including where we are right now with Cindy and Jerry Davis. This is the Art Factory of White Mills. You folks have been around for nearly 7 years, open to the public. Tell me what this space means to you both, day in and day out.
You can go first.
Yeah, I should have directed that to one of you, because of course you guys both, spend your days here and put a lot of hard work into this place, right? Cindy, go ahead.
I was going to say, we're very passionate about it. This is our life. From May through December, we're open 7 days a week from 10 to 5, and it's Jerry and I that run the gallery, so we are here 7 days a week. From January through April, which is the quieter time for us, we're open from 10 to 4, and we close on Wednesdays. And what it means is representing all these artists, showcasing Jerry's beautiful stained glass in this incredible building that he rebuilt.
Jerry, this place has history, does it not?
A lot of history, and some of which I'm still looking to find. Building's 110 years old. It was a meeting hall back when it was created. And from what we know, they had roller skating upstairs and basketball games and sock hop dancing and public theater downstairs. Over the years, it became, I guess, several different things, one of which was a textile factory. Gentleman down the street actually ran it. And there was, I think, 140 women working, making sweaters and children's things. Possibly another factory that we have bits and pieces of, and various other things over the years, although we're still looking for more of that fill-in. So that history has taken us to where we were intrigued and continue to work on the building.
So about a dozen years now here at this location. You even have those names of the former workers engraved on the floor here.
We do, right behind you.
Wow. And they've come back to remark of the years that they've been here. What did they think about what you've transformed this into, and other people in the public coming in and saying, wow, look at this place?
I guess from a factory side, they were very amazed because it didn't look anything like this. And most people have not been in this building for quite a while. So even the people that sold it to us, I don't even think were in it for a while. But yeah, I think they're generally pleased that we have worked on the building and brought it back to some use. I think they're pleased that they can come in and have some memories walking around and envision things that we didn't know. So we catch little bits and pieces, and we're always interested in talking to them.
We have a young person that comes in every now and again with little memorabilia from her time working here. We had taken down trees so we can be more visible on Route 6, but she actually was the one who planted the trees. And so that was interesting. And I think we broke her heart when we told her they were coming out. And by the next time she came, they were gone.
Yeah.
But she brought us a ski cap that they knit and samples of blankets. I mean, it's just really cool that this building meant something at one point to White Mills.
And I feel like you folks have definitely embraced that, as you mentioned, the idea that this has stood here for, a long time, over a century more than likely, and now it's still got life in it. And now you're incorporating so many different artists, 70 artists, 1,000 pieces or more of art in here.
Yeah.
Just about everything that you can imagine too, and workshop classes, right?
Yes, yes, we do a lot of classes. Well, while the artist is waiting to sell their art, we try to help them by offering classes in their genre. So we offer acrylic painting, alcohol ink, acrylic pour, printmaking. What am I forgetting?
Stained glass.
Stained glass, oh, sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
He's sitting right next to you.
The sole reason we bought the building, actually.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, we do. We offer classes, and it's nice. It gives you something to do, and it's a way of giving to the community as well as to the artist.
And every corner you turn in here, Jerry, you find something different, right? There's no one piece of art that's anything like the one next to.
No, everything is unique and handmade, and we try to specialize in that. We are always looking for unique and different.
Predominantly local.
Right.
That's important to us.
Mainly.
I mean, our goal when we opened, sorry to cut you off, I do that all the time, was to create a community art center, a place where the artist can meet the patron and the patron can learn their story and find out what makes them tick and connect. And so we do many community events with that in mind.
Yeah. Even the slogan that's out front was, where talent and appreciation meet. Okay, because it was like, we have the talent, we need more appreciators.
Yeah, you do. But you have that now too. I think we were discussing earlier the burgeoning art scene in this area. The Wayne County Arts Alliance and all the different artists who reside here or a second home here. And really you've seen that grow and grow and grow into the public art murals that are taking place. I know Wayne County wants to embark on, a county-wide thing coming up soon. So to be like almost right in the heart of the county and to have all that you have under this, I mean, you're really excited about the art scene here in Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is exciting.
One of the slogans I picked up recently was that, we love art and we live it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what it's all about for us. We get a little disappointed maybe because we would like to get more excitement from the artists, but also realistic that life is so busy, they don't have the kind of time I'm looking for. So I understand it, but we still look forward to getting more activity and more things going on, which is why we offer classes and various other things. So
Yeah.
we'll keep going.
It is special here too. The White Mills has all the glass, the Dorflinger museums, and the idea that it's so steeped in history, yet you've salvaged or not salvaged, but at least maintained such a historic building too, that this can be home to future generations of artists potentially, and just people who live in this community or visit it, right?
Yeah. A lot of positive feedback on having refurbished the building.
No doubt.
And that's a big draw for the people to come in to see what's happened in here. I've always driven by, I'm curious kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, we hope to be here for a long time. We hope to have the building be here for a long time, long after us. I mean, it's just a great space, and what Jerry's done is remarkable, I think. And I think it's a great opportunity for everybody, whether you're a patron or an artist. It's just a place to be.
It is a place to be. Your art is here, Jerry, and you showed off a couple of pieces over here too. You're a big fan of the light and the color, and that really shows in that work there. But folks can really kind of, I think, get to know you personally and professionally from the artwork that you put on display here.
And hopefully from coming through the doors, because we meet and greet everybody.
Yeah.
This is a real mom and pop business, but this is our home. This is an extension of who Jerry and I are. So I think it really reflects that. And so when you come in, we strike up a conversation. We know where you're from. We know how many kids you have. We know why you're here. We try to guide you. We tell the artist's story for them because they're not here to tell it themselves. So hopefully when you leave saying, oh, that was a really nice experience.
Yeah, because our art is pretty personal, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
That's a magic bullet. A lot of artists don't realize that. That what makes the sale is that link.
It's true. So, winter months, you guys have the ability to welcome people indoors where it's warm enough to get out of the elements. But in the nicer months, you guys welcome people to kind of be in the space outdoors of this facility as well. Describe that for me and what you guys have for people to kind of remark at there. It's not your usual fire pit, right?
No, it's a really cool fire pit.
Yeah.
It started out as just a little nothing, and it expanded, and it became a paint palette, which represents the art gallery. And Jerry had the logs cut so that you can sit on them, and we painted them to look like paint blobs. And so it is a paint palette, and it's packed away for the winter so you can't see it, but he created this wonderful 10-foot paintbrush that ties it all together. And the intent was to have drum circles and gatherings. We can have a meeting with all the artists outside.
True.
Craft fair. Jerry's big thing is to use the front deck, which is 20 by 40, which is pretty large, in the warmer months to bring some of the art outside so people can come and see and shop. So, yeah.
It seems like you go big when you do things.
He does.
I think
10,000 square foot
next-
building, he went
I
big.
think the next time I may just buy a phone booth. So, no, we saw the potential of this place. We looked at different things in the area, but this had quite a mystique to it that was very positive. It was on Route 6. It's large. We have an acre and a half of property, so we can park in the back. We try to utilize the property like Cindy's talking. We've done fairs. We'll do more art events. If the weather's good, we'll be teaching outside with some of the classes. It's just, I look at the whole area as a resource.
Yeah.
And we've got plenty of resources. I just keep trying to educate the artists as to use them.
Right.
So
right.
put them to work.
And these are, you have some mixed media in here. You have some oil on canvas. You have, pottery. You just really have it all.
Maybe not all, but
Right.
we try to offer the public a wide variety of genre and product and
price.
And price.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a gallery, but we have stuff down to $5.
Yeah.
So, and it's all still handmade.
Wow.
So that's us.
And you have these unique pews as well. There were quite a few in here when you guys moved in, and you've repurposed them to kind of be places where you can sit and really kind of soak it all in, right?
Well, that's part of it. The original intent was to try to sell the pews. And I didn't want him bringing down just a stained pew into the gallery. I thought it should be something more fun.
Right.
So I actually painted the 3 pews.
Nice.
And they're just samples. They're not, you want to buy it, I'll gladly sell it to you. But the intent was really just to show you that it's comfortable, functional, and could be fun.
It really is.
So, yeah.
You both have a lot of pride, I can tell, in what you guys do here, not just for yourselves, but for the community, the art community, White Mills community, which is right in between Honesdale and Holly, and this whole corridor here along the Lackawaxen River is taking shape with different trail systems along the river, and the different businesses around here, like the Sports Factory, and like I mentioned, the Dorflinger Wildlife Sanctuary, the museum. So really, you guys fit into quite the ecosystem here of things to do and art appreciation, as well as connecting with your fellow person, right?
Lucky for us. We found the right place.
You certainly did.
Yeah.
Jerry and Cindy, thank you for joining us here on Pocono Mountains Podcast. We really appreciate that. And folks can find you online, right? You guys have a website.
Artfactoryofwhitemills.com.
Artfactoryofwhitemills.com. Go check it out.
Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook as well. And say hello to them when you're in White Mills here in the Pocono Mountains. We appreciate you joining us here. And hopefully this is a wonderful year of many to come.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you both.
Been a pleasure.
The Art Factory of White Mills, one of the more unique hidden gems in the Poconos. Stop in and say hi and tell them Jim from Pocono Television Network sent you. And pick up some cool art for you or someone else while you're there.
Winter is fun for the whole family in the Pocono Mountains. Want to learn to ski or snowboard? Our Pocono ski resorts have instructors for all ages. Or snow tubing. It's easy. All you need is to dress warm and smile. Our winter fun is for everyone. After you hit the slopes, explore the best amenities at one of our resorts, hotels, or vacation homes. And it's always summer at one of our world-class year-round indoor water park attractions. Go to PoconoMountains.com and plan your family fun today.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. Staying with the art theme, but more culinary art. Native in Honesdale has a wide-ranging menu, sourcing from local farms, and is housed in a space designed by artist Samuel Green. Here's Chris Barrett and Caleb Johnson at Native in Honesdale.
Hi everybody, you're watching PT on the Pocono Television Network. Thank you so much for being with us. We are in Honesdale, and Honesdale has gone through a huge renaissance. There's so many neat eateries here, retail experiences, a small town with a real big feel. And one of the folks who's really responsible for that is Caleb Johnson. Here he owns Native. Caleb, thanks for being with us.
Glad to have you.
And we talked a little bit before we started this today. Tell us a little bit about Native. What should we know about it?
If you look at our website, it says Native in ownership and ingredient. And my wife is from here, and we just really wanted to highlight some of the local farms and local artisans and some of the cool stuff that they're doing and kind of highlight it and bring it to our menu. You
source a lot of local ingredients. Tell me a little bit more about that. What does that mean?
When you walk into the restaurant, the first thing you see is a big sign that has all the farmers and artisans that we work with. So for me, it looks a lot like a lot of time on the road, from driving all the way to Beaverkill to get local trout every week to visiting farmers markets every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have a lot of contacts with a lot of different farms that keep us in touch with what's going to be coming the next season so we can develop a menu and also highlight their stuff. So, sometimes people come to the restaurant and they say, I had this really great dish, and it's really nice to say, well, those are Salem Mountain carrots. We got them from this farmer's market on this day.
Are there a lot of your dishes seasonally based? So if somebody came up here in the fall, in the winter, spring, would they see different menus?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do big seasonal changes. We just came into fall, I think. Over the course of the last 2 weeks, we changed 13 dishes, I think. So that does change, and then weekly specials. And we have been open long enough now that there are some things that will repeat, so some things that will come back in fall. That venison is a great example. That was on the opening menu. It did really well for us. People responded really well to it. So it came back last year, and it's back now.
So what have you seen happen in Honesdale in the last year right after the pandemic?
It's been incredible. It was kind of worrisome initially because we lost a lot of restaurants, we lost a lot of shops, but since then so many things have popped up new, a lot of young ownership, to kind of take over these old places and even expand beyond that, and it's been very cool to see and be a part of.
So if somebody wanted to find out more about Native, what would they do?
So you can find us at Native Honesdale on Instagram, Native Honesdale on Facebook, and you can visit our website at nativehonesdale.com.
So Caleb, thanks so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. We hope everybody visits. We'll be back at some point. And I'm Chris Barrett for PTN, the Pocono Television Network at Native with Caleb. Thanks for watching.
Art is alive and well in the Pocono Mountains, especially at the Art Factory and in downtown Honesdale at Native Food and Drink. We hope you enjoyed Pocono Mountains Podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.